Nothing is worse than when your opponent has like a 1% chance to crit, though.
Oh, they will, of course.
And they will. Or you have a 99% chance to hit. But you miss. At the most critical moment.
Yes.
And that's when my DS became 2 pieces.
Did?
No. I was over-exaggerating for dramatic effect.
Dramatic or comedic?
Dramatic.
I see.
There is no comedy here. Only Zur.
See, I really have not the faintest idea how to respond to that.
I don't know how to respond to it either.
Except maybe Fagioli, but that's beside the
So yeah, at this point, I'm kind of tired of just spewing whatever's coming out of my mouth. Spewing whatever comes to my mind at the time.
That's okay. You have not eaten anything good for like the last 6 months, or 2 months, I'm assuming, or yes, I hasn't.
Only when I get home, and I can have just the greatest food known to man.
Which is?
From my father.
Well, yeah.
Besides that, I eat nothing but shit. Yeah.
If it's any consolation, my diet isn't particularly fantastic either. However...
At least you have more than sandwiches to eat on a daily basis.
That's true,
That is my entire diet.
I ate biscuits...
Sandwiches and noodles.
I ate biscuits and gravy this morning, so, I mean, you know...
You lucky son of a bitch.
I knew that was going to be your response, somehow.
You know what I have for breakfast?
Jimmy John's?
Nothing.
Oh.
You know what I had for breakfast yesterday?
Nothing?
Nothing.
I was going to say Jimmy John's.
No, because I need to save that for lunch or dinner. Because I pretty much eat that every day because there's nothing else to eat here.
Sorry, not or dinner, and or dinner.
And or dinner.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Ever since Taco Bell left.
Yeah, how does McDonald's close down?
McDonald's closed, Pizza Hut closed, Taco Bell closed. I don't know how that's possible. They were always packed.
How close are you to the Renaissance Center?
I have walked there before. It's about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay. Just one.
It's not close. And it's through, like, seedy parts of Detroit.
Well, I mean, remember that time when we didn't know there was a food court in the basement? Yeah, let's never do that again.
And we know that for future reference now. If we ever go back there.
Well, we're going to eventually.
Eventually, but it never seems to work out.
Well, you know, we're not really, our lives are pretty humorous if you think about it to the outside observer.
Not to us, though. That's usually just sadness. Your life is just sadness, too, right? It's not just me, right?
My life is also pretty,
Comedy show!
Yeah, that.
Have you won yet?
I'm on the last thing.
Oh, that's right, you have to kick Dolph Lundgren's ass.
Yeah, that.
Be careful, he must break you.
I think he will break me, honestly. He's pretty...
If he dies, you dies.
See, the intent of this...
Hey, that joke works here.
The intent of this level, right, is to make you use Wallace. Because they want...
And you never used Wallace.
Well, of course not. Why the poop would I use him? He sucks.
He's so slow. He never... It takes him an hour to get anywhere.
If Lundgren crits me, I'm dead, so,
And of course he will. Oh! See, if you had battle animations, you would have won there. It's all in the battle animations.
I don't think so.
It adds so much more drama. Because like, oh shit, you got to crit, oh yeah!
He would kill me.
He was just like, oh yeah, I got it, cool.
And he would totally kill me. Right.
It's so much less dramatic, come on.
They didn't kill him. If Lucius doesn't...
You gotta set the flare.
Huh? Well...
So you gotta set the flare
Yeah,
here.
but I mean, I played this game enough that I'm kind of tired of it. Also, I'm gonna turn him on for the main game, but not for this. I mean, this is...
Alright. Acceptable. Oh shit.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's something that's always kind of annoyed me, that bosses that don't move always have a ranged weapon. So you can't just kite them with ranged guys.
Well, see, that would make the game really easy, and,
Now, that's called strategy, sir.
I just managed to kill the bot. Okay, well, we just wasted Wallace.
Did you beat this entire level with 4 guys?
Yeah, the rest are up here.
Why?
Because, well, Sarah's a healer, so I have to have her, right? I'm going to use Sane and Lucius and Lynn. I'm not going to use any of the other guys.
Any of the other guys?
No.
Wow.
I already have my plan for the whole game planned out, okay? Or my
Seriously?
My team for the...
I don't think that far ahead.
Well, I played this game enough that I would know.
There's very few games I've played enough that I could do that.
Well, I guess we have to kind of sit through this, because this is like the ending of the first campaign.
Yeah, somebody dies, doesn't they? Yeah, she dies.
Who?
He dies.
Well,
Somebody
yeah,
dies.
he dies in, like, I think...
I just played this game last year. I probably should remember what the hell happened in it.
See, like, this art, like, blew my mind when I was a kid. Like, people could...
This for the Game Boy is really good graphics.
Well, I mean, they're CGs, but, like, did you know Kingdom Hearts actually had 3D models, like, in cutscenes on the Game Boy Advance?
On the Game Boy Advance?
Yes.
Really?
They had pre-rendered, like, CG cutscenes on the Game Boy Advance.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year was that?
It was Chain of Memories, I think. We were in middle school or something at the time. It was late in the lifespan, though, so... Remember, George gave that to me for Christmas?
2004.
10 years ago, yeah. Oh, we were in grade school then, wow.
That's
Impressive, right?
really impressive, yeah, for Game Boy Advanced.
Well, they were still pre-rendered, so they were compressed as heck, like, oh my god.
Still, though.
And there was no voice acting. But interestingly enough, there are a couple...
I mean, it was pretty hard to cram anything on those little tiny Game Boy Advance cards.
There are a couple of Game Boy Advance games that have voice acting in them.
256 megabit cartridge. Megabits.
Well, the average Game Boy game is actually only... The file itself is about 8 or 9 megabytes, with the bigger ones being 10.
Megabits.
Oh, wait. Megabits or megabytes?
Bits.
Oh.
Not bytes. Bit. There's 8 bits in a byte.
I know.
Do the math.
Yeah. I know.
That's like a floppy disk.
Well, I mean...
You could probably play Oregon Trail on it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Dude, this game is on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that's really damn impressive.
Yeah, this...
Like, you fit that on 256 megabits.
Also, look at how good those trees are drawn back there, man.
That's really damn impressive. I want to see how much a DS card has now.
I think 1 gigabyte, then later cards at 2 gigs.
Because I want to see how much they crammed onto 1 to 8 gigabytes. Because I want to see how much they crammed for the X and Y.
Oh,
Because that's an insane amount of assets.
Yeah, but to be fair, the region was pretty small.
1 to 8 gigs.
If you want to put it this way, Steve, a fully realized PS2 game was about 5 gigs. So Persona 3 is about... I think Persona 3 was like 5 gigs, definitely. And, Tales of the Abyss was 4.7.
But that's on a disc. It's not a cartridge.
And it's compressed on a disc. Like, heavily compressed. Metal Gear Solid 4 is horrendously, compressed, though.
It really is a miracle they managed to fit that much crap on those.
Well, as, what's his face said, as Yuzo Koshiro, the composer for the Streets of Rage, and I believe maybe Shenmue, I don't know.
You just have this stuff off the top of your head?
Yeah, he said, music was different, but not Shenmue, sorry, just Streets of Rage and ActRaiser, yes, and Etrian Odyssey.
ActRaiser, the music in ActRaiser is fantastic.
Oh, duh. Also, he was the original composer for the Ys series. Anyway.
Love ActRaiser, that might be my favorite SNES game.
Anyway. He said that back in the day, right, they had a lot of limitations on what you could use, right? And that's what made their music unique.
Yeah.
because you had limited tools, you had to make something different out of your limited assets. But now you can just write whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want techno, you got techno. If you want strings, you got strings.
And so that's why he said, and that's why a lot of people, including me, argue that like that's why what makes the Mario Bros. Theme so catchy. It had to be catchy, or else like you wouldn't.
The Mario theme is like 2 sounds.
Yeah.
It's a beep and a boop.
Well, the melody itself, it's just extremely catchy for the reason that it had to be.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean...
But I will say the ba-na-na-na-na 1-2 is ridiculously hard to sing.
Yeah, it's just because it's hard to play.
Well, of course.
You just gotta do it so fast.
Are you still playing the French horn these days, Steve?
It's sitting next to me.
Cool.
So, yes. I was a music major last year. What the hell do you want?
Just wondering.
I'm still a music minor.
Oh. It's pretty Destino.
Yeah, notice we haven't paid a single bit of attention to this entire plot.
Well...
At all.
Look, if you're watching us too... Okay, so, here's the thing. If you watch people play plot-based games, right? If you can't play the game yourself and you're watching it, like, just the cutscene by itself, that's fine. But, I don't understand people who do Let's Plays of games with, like, deep stories, because you're defeating the whole point of the story. Unless you're doing analysis or something, like we've been doing, right?
Oh, yeah. Hard, deep plot analysis of every single small plot hole and character motivation and...
Look, we had a conversation about Fagioli.
I don't know half these characters' names. No, that's a lie. I know 3 characters' names. That's only because you said them in the past 10 minutes.
Hey, look, 1 year later.
And everybody looks exactly the same.
Well, actually, yeah.
Hey, look! It's Europe! And you cannot tell me that is not Europe. Hey, look! It's England!
No.
And France!
I'd say that's France, then.
And Spain!
Well, I'd say that's France, to be honest.
And the British Isles! And Spain!
What's this, then?
And a kind of a bit of Scandinavia up there. Not really.
Well, what's this glowing part, Steve?
Well, that would be Eastern Europe.
Okay, keep going.
That's kind of like Scandinavia, but not really.
That's close as gonna get on this. British Isles?
That's totally the British Isles. And Spain.
Well, this is a desert, actually.
Okay, so southern Spain.
And that's like the Italy.
That's kind of like Sicily there.
That's like France, Italy area. The entire myth of this series is based on the Song of Roland, which is a French poem, epic poem, I believe.
I believe it actually does ring a bell. I want to tell you which bell, but one of them is being wrong.
Hey, look, it's Eliwood, Elliewood. I call him Eliwood. I don't know.
I always said Ellawood. But I remember this guy being a badass.
Well, it's ironic. They call him. He will become the greatest knight in all of Lycia, but he sucks.
Really?
Oh, he could like.
In my game, he's kind of a badass.
He's a coin toss. He can either be really good or really bad.
Alright, in my game, he's badass. I distinctly remember that. I pretty much had him single-handedly fight most of the fights because I want him to be a badass.
Well, I mean, he's a good character. He's a lord. Roy is actually
Lords are always first the best characters.
Well, I mean, I'll put it this way. Ike is one of the most broken characters in the whole series.
Yep. Unrepentantly.
But Radiant Dawn is a character in it that literally there is no character in the whole series who can survive a special attack.
Ike?
No, the Black Knight.
Oh, the Black Knight?
Yeah. His special...
It's going to be one of the two.
Yeah, his special attack is Eclipse. It negates your enemy's defense, quintuples his strength, and it's like, his strength is 40, I believe.
Yeah, it's one of the strong highest in the game.
Yeah, so you're looking at 200 damage. There's no unit in the series who can survive that.
No.
Yeah.
Not with no defense. Even the strongest general would just crumble like paper.
But it's ironic because I can kill him in 2 shots.
Yeah, so that just tells you how broken Ike is.
Well, you get like the hammer and he's... yeah.
And he has to use Aether to even get through his defense.
Sorry, that's in Path of Radiance. In Radiant Dawn, it's a straight up fight, right? And
yeah.
And Ike.
But if you're trying to beat him in Path of Radiance, you need Aether, or you're screwed.
Well, you can't. Yeah, it's scripted otherwise. I think you can beat him, but you have to attack him and counterattack him at every possible point.
You can't. I don't think you can hurt him without Aether.
No,
you just can't get through his defense.
You can do 6 damage without Aether. Or 7,
Okay.
assuming all your stats are kept.
Yeah, because I thought you had to use... I don't think I did it. I don't think I managed to get 8.
I've done it, obviously.
I know you have.
So...
I played that in, like, 8th grade. What do you want?
Well, yeah, when we were... Look, when I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of friends. I had this guy, but,
Woo!
and, George, and that's really about it.
Woo!
Well...
We partied hard, baby!
Well, there's some other people. So, did you... Oh, yeah, Steve, should we tell the story about the Dalai Lama?
Oh, God.
Or the King of...
Let's save that for another time.
Okay, alright. What? Or the...
When I first heard of him, I thought he was actually like something that had to do with llamas. Like, he was like the greatest llama herder or something. I seriously did. I had...
Well,
I was really confused how I thought he was... Somebody was so enthralled with him.
I'll put it this way. I actually thought he was the, I imagined Kuzco from The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, exactly! I thought, there's the Monkey King? I thought the Dalai Lama was the Llama King.
Hey, look, it's Dorcas.
That one guy I don't give a shit about.
Did you... Yeah.
And I'm almost certain I had die.
Dorcas?
The guy's a dork. Us. Eh? Yeah?
I'm not gonna give you that.
Oh. Oh, come on, dude. You gotta turn on combat now.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You gotta see Ellie would be a badass.
Alright. What a critical! Come on, I need that.
Ah! See, you would have missed that awesome crit if you didn't do that. You can thank me, folks. I'll be here all day. As long as you keep watching. Otherwise, I'll probably be gone in like 5 minutes. Whenever the episode ends. We have not done intros or outros at all.
Well, I guess that's their problem. That's right, they can call me,
It's actually your problem, because that means it's going to be harder for you to edit.
No. Like, the episode's gonna end right now, right, Steve?
No.